a sociology major from the University of Delhi, carried out extensive research and studies on human behaviour. So I'm asking you, Reena, Big Brother, it ran for 11 years, featured in 43 different countries. It must have been doing something right.
Absolutely. I personally think the interest that it generated in the British viewers alone was astoundingly high, and the people were almost just couldn't wait to see the program, given its hype in the papers and everything. And it did satisfy a lot of the British viewers in the beginning. And
I mean, it was something like nobody had dared to do before.
Absolutely. It was new, it was very bold, it was very invasive,
but it worked.
It worked. And I mean, that's what we want, a bit of gossip, a bit of interaction, and nonetheless it fed the most voyeuristic pleasures of the viewers, and they were all hyped up for it. They couldn't get enough of it.
I mean, yeah, we had never seen just a bunch of normal people on TV living out their lives. So it had done something revolutionary that nobody had done before.
Absolutely.
And to see, I mean, what was it about the way you saw people evolve? I mean, they're just characters. They're thrown into the house. What is it socially? We see the way. Is it the way that they're growing? And
it's the people from all walks of life, all different age groups, all different professions. They're thrown together. Their interaction, the dynamics of the house, the characteristic differences, and how they're thrown together in all the tasks and all the challenges. It was amazing.
So it's watching them grow, and then
it was very gripping.
And you're second guessing their motives, their intentions. Are they playing up the cameras? So on that aspect, it had us really on the edge of our seats, and this really was a social experiment to begin with.
It was a game, and it was fabricated in such a way that you just didn't know what was coming next, and that's what kept people at the edge of their seats, like you just said. And it was amazingly interesting.
So it worked, it was a success, it raked in so many viewers, but along the line something started to go wrong. So I mean, where do you think it lost that social experiment kind of title and became a show about, I don't know, like money and celebrity status, really?
Yeah, it's all the elaborate, the finance behind it, the house that was created, and it was the big bonanza, the house and everything that was there, celebrity. It was almost like they were all celebrities all of a sudden overnight.
To become a celebrity.
Exactly. It lost its charm, I would say. It lost its originality when it became, especially after the first series, where it became quite predictable.
People knew what was coming.
Yes, and the pattern, like the viewers started recognizing the pattern. The people in there who were competing against each other, they recognized the tasks and how they were changed. They always started to predetermine, and almost became like it was totally diverted from its original objective, which was realism.
We want to see their real reactions, but when they became more aware of the camera, the tricks that Big Brother would play, they changed their behaviour. So in that aspect, it
lost its original objective. It was not realistic anymore. It was like, okay, who's competing, who's got a game plan, who needs this, and it became a platform where they were there for further deals, for their own little, objectives, and not the group as such.
Yeah,
and that's where it lost its charm.
I agree. So I mean, in your perspective, did it really run its course for the 11 years? Should it be coming back, Big Brother? I mean,
Big Brother lost its. It did run its course, where it did go on for 11 years. I personally think, and I think few people will agree, that had it been just the first series when it was at its highest and it had been stopped, it would have retained its sort of, the refresh, the bold, and the thing that we're trying to introduce, the social aspect of it. And because it went on for so long, it just sort of fizzled out. People lost interest, and their expectations were lowered all of a sudden.
So maybe not Big Brother itself. Do you think there's a gap in the market for a reality show? And if so, I mean, what kind of guidelines should it stick by for it to be, I mean, still deliver that kind of social need?
If you want a program like that, which I'm sure a lot of the people out there do, keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it bold, and just have a window frame of time to which they adhere to, and just don't long it out.
Yeah.
Because human behaviors, once you know what's coming, it's totally different. It doesn't have its ups and downs. And
yeah, something like The Family on Channel 4, that was for one series only,
yeah.
not in a fabricated environment.
And it wasn't isolated.
Yeah.
I mean, you put a bunch of people in a completely fabricated environment where loads of money is being spent on it, their expectations and their behavior is bound to change. You put them in a social place, say, put them in school or somewhere where they're not isolated. There are actually social interactions, and people will definitely behave in unpredictable fashion, and that's what we like.
So more reality, but just not Big Brother.
Just not Big Brother, shorter time span and adhere to it.
Not for 11 years.
Absolutely.
Thanks for that, Reena.
Pleasure.